Hello there, welcome. With Park Beyond coming out in June 16, I'm a little bit worried. Just from a console point of view, this is again you'll see in the background Planet Coaster Console Edition. It's coming to console then, PS5. I'm not worried about PS4 stuff. PS4, that's fine. And my concern for the game is the same concern we have with every sandbox park sim. The same problem every time. Optimization and for performance. So one of the things that you have in Planet Coaster is the Oswald Eugene counter, basically telling you when you're using too much of the memory with all the assets you've put in the map. So let's have a look at this map. So I put some generic scenery things all around here. They're just stationary blocks. They don't do anything, nothing magical. And then we go in the park. Now we have big numbers here, so we're talking 4,000 people. We have a tremendous number of people, and the percentage used of our performance is 90%, so we really don't want to add anything else. But at the same time, apart from this central section and this side section here, even this, there's no one here. It's just vast swathes of empty land. So one of the, it's just, and I'm concerned. So one of the problems Planet Coaster has is the maps are too big. Really, they're just too big. So you have to design your entire park with the knowledge that you can't use all of it. You have to build a central hub and then just not have any of these assets around the perimeter. You can't build like a wall out of editable assets. You need to do sort of landscape tooling. Structuring a small park in this big area, which is kind of it's kind of sad, to be honest. So I'm worried that Park Beyond will have the same problem, which is very likely. Again, this is a PC issue as well. It's not just, the most powerful PC in the world can run this game fine. No, it's not like that at all. You can crash any PC with any sandbox park sim game. They're just that kind of game. So you have a lot of, interactable things. All these people here, you can grab onto them and see how they're feeling, pick them up. You can't dump them in the water like you can in the older games. They got rid of that. But you have your coasters. Coasters take up a lot of memory. Yeah, let's just jump on it. Because again, high pass. So one of the things, the big excitement about a new park sim game, especially on console where we don't have many, again, limited by the fact it's console, just in terms of the backwards compatibility, because some of the better games are older. The original theme park still stands strong, Bullfrog, 1994. And, Roller Coaster Tycoons 1, 2, and etc. But it's really just this, the way that assets are used, it annoys me a little bit, because you have Unreal Engine 5 and the optimization in terms of the polygons, and this tremendous amount of work that's been done to render in assets in massive swathes of land, thousands of kilometers squared, and then you have park sims which don't seem to Okay, let me get out of there. Yeah. I know. That's the cool part. This park looks so trash. Okay. Let's just go this latest one. So why don't they not do it? Why do they not adopt Unreal Engine 5, build a park sim, and then make every asset made of the little polygons, the proper little dotty things, And then you have better optimization, because at the minute, the best way to do a park is you have your entrance. You don't want to go too far from it. You have your core rides, and then you have your big rides, and then you have your coasters, and then you just connect them, and you leave tremendous amount of space unused because you just can't afford to use it. So you go down here and you got, this has only got 2,000 people, so again, performance is okay, not too bad. It's when you get up to 4,000 that you have real, regardless of park size, you still have issues of, 4,000 at max capacity, basically. But they're wonderful games, so it's one of those things. I know Park Beyond, again, slightly different, but at the same time, so much of it seems almost identical to Planet Coaster that I think it's a relevant platform to work from, where I hope that there is improvement in optimization. That's kind of what I'm concerned that there won't be. That's really it. That's my concern, is that the optimization won't be an issue that they're thinking that they can do that much about. So they just go, you just got to make your park how it is. And then it limits you a little bit. Well, a lot. Because I want to just fill the whole thing, have a massive park full of, 6,000, 10,000 people, 20,000 people. But it's just not possible with the way the games are made and the engine that's being used. And it just seems like there should be another way. And there is. And it's like, I can see there's other ways. They're still happy to work with what they've got. That's what they're familiar with. It's totally understandable. Just disappointing. One of the other things, of course, is, being able to edit the outside of the perimeter area. You can't do that, of course. And that's kind of where I think the game, I can compare this to another game that looks much better. And I'll do that. Yeah. So Jurassic World Evolution 2, I think, is an example where the outer world outside of the editable range looks much nicer. And I hope that's something they improve. I'm sure they will. And I've done stupid stuff to the grass, so it looks all terrible anyway. Are there not enough bathrooms? What's going on? And the other point is the management side of things. So whether you get to manage the actual, staff and see everyone's moods and all that sort of stuff, whether it goes into great detail. Because again, that's got the big difference between, Jurassic World Evolution 2 and Planet Coaster is the being able to actually, pick each individual customer and figure out what they need and see their needs. Something, the depth that you don't get in the Jurassic World Evolution, because again, it's a zoo management style, but it's not really Zoo Tycoon. Planet Zoo, I mean. But yeah, I wonder what do you think about optimization? Tell me what you think in the comments. What do you think is going to happen with Park Beyond? And even on PC, it'll have issues, I'm sure, but on console, I'm just like, I don't know I don't know how it's going to go. Whether you need to make really small parks, whether or not the making the rides more extravagant, more extreme, puts even more of a performance burden on the system. I'm just like, I'm a little bit worried. And it's not that far away, so I'm like, I'm excited for the game. I do want to pre-order it, but I'm just hesitant because I'm like, how's it going to perform? Get your bloody hands out of the way. So yeah, do you share my concerns? Do you think that they need to work on the assets so you can have a whole lot more stuff in the map without it, you know, dropping the frames like mad? Whether the performance is acceptable, because it's just the range you've got to work with, and they just have to, stop complaining about it and just, move on. But I don't know. I feel like it could go better. They could be bigger. They could be. There's like an upper ceiling we've got on Park Sims and sandbox games, City Skylines, and it's not acceptable in the modern times, the modern world we live in. I feel like we can do better. And I think optimization is absolutely everything when it comes to that. And there are ways. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it's awesome. Hopefully it's got all the management side of stuff and the editing of objects and things, and it's fun. And the camera hopefully is better. Ridiculous. Alright then, it's been Frosty510. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you for some more park stuff. Yes. On the lead up to the big release, which is still a little while away, but getting closer by the day. Woo! See ya.